Kitten Lady, and I am back from Japan, so I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about my experience visiting a Japanese cat island. If you're a cat lover and you have ever been on the internet, you've probably heard of cat islands, but I had never heard an animal advocate's perspective on it. I've been working on population issues pertaining to feral cats and baby kittens for many years, so I thought it would be interesting to see firsthand what it's like to visit a Japanese cat island, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of my perspective. I would love to hear yours in the comments. Thanks for watching. So Japan actually has a dozen or more cat islands. These are all small fishing islands with large populations of free-roaming cats. We visited one called Ainoshima, which is in the south of Japan in Fukuoka Prefecture. It's a very small island, but because of all the media about cat islands, it's actually become so popular they had to buy a bigger ferry. I was interested in getting to know the cats on the island one-on-one, and I wanted to observe firsthand the impact that all of this tourism is having on them and their welfare. The first thing I'll say is that it's definitely a sight to behold. There are literally cats everywhere you look, and most of them are very friendly to people. So it's easy to see why people would be drawn to visit. That said, I found it disheartening that these cats are receiving so much public interest, but so little actual individual support. Right away, it was clear that none of the cats have been spayed or neutered, and that breeding is happening abundantly, quite literally before our eyes. Ainoshima has a rapidly growing cat population, and about a third of the cats we saw were under a year old. Many of the kittens on the island were ill, with moderate to severe upper respiratory infections. This caused eye and nose discharge amongst the kittens, and many of them struggled to breathe. With so many pregnant, young, and sick cats on the island, I wanted to get the local perspective. I spoke with our host, a cat lover who lives near the island, to learn more.
People won't understand the visitors. The cats had disease, but this is natural. So they don't think it's necessary to try to solve the problem. Well, they don't think it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
For them, cats they live here naturally. So they die naturally. Like people like you want to help cats. People in this island, but don't agree with that.
While it felt frustrating to be so far from home and unable to offer support, I understood what she was saying. They never set out to develop a tourist attraction, and now they're faced with ferries full of foreigners who are seeking a novel, fun experience without paying much mind to the impact it might have. It's inevitably changing the island and impacting the cats on it. I connected with other cat advocates in Japan and learned that there are groups who are already conducting efforts to support outdoor cats in cities, but it's very rare for this to occur on the islands. Through these programs, cats are sterilized, vaccinated, treated for medical needs, and returned to their outdoor home, which allows the individual cats to live healthier lives without population expansion. I even got to see this firsthand in Yanaka, where advocates have conducted a trap-neuter return project with a large group of cats living in a cemetery. I believe a similar program will be absolutely critical to cat islands if tourism continues to grow. And it seems that tourism is just beginning. Ainoshima is already taking steps to accommodate the growing public interest, from purchasing a bigger ferry, to putting up signs about the cats, to beginning plans for their first cafe. My hope is that these accommodations will extend to the welfare of the animals so that their basic needs can be met. As for cat lovers and travelers, it's up to us to be mindful of the way we sensationalize places like Ainoshima. So much of the buzz centers around cat islands being a dream destination, and while they're beautiful and fascinating places, I'd like us to think more critically about the full story. After all, loving cats is about more than the novelty they provide. It's about protecting and advocating for them too. If you want to help cats in Japan, consider supporting a local organization such as Japan Cat Network, who's actively working on trap neuter return with Japanese cat populations.